So today we are going to make glider lunches and dinners for the whole week. We're going to start off with some organic fruit trays. Okay, well, first things first, we're going to get our mise en place ready, which is the setup. So we have some Tupperware containers, our cutting board, and our fruits, and our vegetables. So your mise en place should look something like this. Then you're going to line up all your Tupperware like so. I use big Tupperware because I have 11 sugar gliders. Yes, I did say 11 sugar gliders. So it's a task. You're going to cut them into small shapes, about that big, so that they can easily eat them. And then fill them up. So once you're done making the food, you're going to mix it all together. Make sure it's like a homogeneous mixture of all the fruits and vegetables. And then we're going to add the protein and a little bit of avocado because I have a couple of rescues whose coat is cracking. So that helps out with just the pelt itself and the flow and how soft. So we're going to take care of the avocados for a few of them in just a minute. Once you get the mixture to where you want it to be, you should have yogurt, avocado, and your protein on hand. So I'm going to go get that now. Alright, avocado. Fresh cutting board. When you use boiled chicken, you want to make sure that you boil it. If you boil it in stock for more flavor, then it cannot be salted. It has to be completely organic, just true stock. Then you make sure there's no salt on it. You boil it to make sure that it's completely done, that there's no pink in the middle. And then you're just going to shred it into little pieces and put it on their plate as their protein. So I try and stay away from the fatty parts of the chicken. If you can avoid putting that in their bowl, I would probably do that. It's not really healthy for them, obviously. Some avocado is okay because it's a good fat, but in moderation. everything in moderation. You'll see that these two have more protein in them than any of the rest because this is going for a colony of 5 gliders that are put together. We have 11 total, but one of our cages holds 5 together, brothers and sisters. So we have to make sure there's enough for everyone because they don't like to share. And we distribute the avocado as we need to. And then we're going to take our mixture, make sure it's mixed up really well. Sometimes the strawberries stick together in the cantaloupe, but we are going to make it as much of a homogeneous mixture as possible. That's what we're looking for. So, and then we're going to just divide it evenly, or as you have your gliders. I mean, most of you will probably have 2. I have 3 singles and 5 in one cage and 3 in another. So I'll have some videos on integrating gliders here soon also. You really just want to make sure that everybody's getting an equal dose of fruits and vegetables that are fresh. Not, I don't do frozen or canned. You should never do canned. Some people do frozen. I prefer fresh. And just kind of make sure that you have enough for everyone of your gliders. So my distribution will be different than most other people's. Now, one of the most... Hi, Beyonce! This is my hamster, Princess Beyonce. Carry on. One of the most important things about the Fresh Diet is the vitamins. So, I have made a mixture in a salt shaker of Bionate mineral vitamin powder and calcium. They need both of those. My favorite thing to get for the multivitamin is the Glider Booster. It's Exotic Nutrition's Glider Booster. So then I just make a mix of that, and then once a week I put eucalyptus leaves scattered on top of their food. It's like a little treat, but it's still healthy for them so that they can get the nutrients from where they're from. So I'm going to do the vitamins now. And I usually switch out my protein between mealworms live, boiled chicken, and boiled eggs. I like to mix it up to give them some variety. Okay, now for the fun stuff. Some eucalyptus. Then I usually put about 1 walnut in half a walnut per glider. Sometimes they eat the nuts, sometimes they don't, but it helps with their teeth. Because most of what I give them is very, very soft, as you can see. And then do a few pellets, just to make sure they're diet stabilized, and they do have all the nutrients they need at all times. But they don't really like the pellets like they like the fresh food, so I drizzle a little bit of organic honey on top of the pellets as well. We have some organic honey, and just one drop is enough. They're hooked after that. And then sometimes I do some organic dried cranberries, which I'm going to do tonight. And so, their food should look something like this.